So specifically about COVID is that the first time that Mateo was going through the treatment, COVID was not a thing yet. And we could obviously have family and friends visit at the hospital and come over and see us. But we've always tried to protect him being immunocompromised. But when the pandemic started and then he was re-diagnosed for a second time, which required another surgery to remove another tumor, COVID was very, very difficult because my husband and I could never go together to the hospital with Mateo. It was only ever one of us, and it was primarily myself that went to absolutely every appointment, every chemotherapy, the radiation, his surgeries. I was at the hospital alone with him when he went for surgery, and sitting there being by yourself and you can't have a friend or a family member there when your son's in several hour surgery, and I just sit there and cry. So that part was very hard. However, one thing I will say that was very good from his point of view was because of lockdowns and extra precautions, it was very easy to keep him protected being immunocompromised. So that was one thing that, if we look at the bright side, that was we were able to help keep him safe because he was very, very immunocompromised. The second round going through cancer treatment was much more aggressive. He was admitted to the hospital many, many, many more times than he was the first time. So
Going through a cancer diagnosis with COVID has been extremely difficult. It's very isolating when only one parent can be with her at the hospital at any given time, especially at the beginning when both of us wanted to spend as much time with her as possible, especially when decisions were needing to be made. The hospital was great at making accommodations when necessary, but generally, with all the COVID rules, it was difficult. She couldn't have any family or friends visiting. Not even her sisters were able to visit her at the hospital, and it was only myself and her father who were able to be with her for any and all treatments, procedures, and tests, which made things very difficult. Going through a cancer diagnosis did prepare us for COVID because we had to be super conscious of what we were touching, who we were with, and all the germs that were around her. Um, Generally, with chemotherapy, we would have had to have been safe with her. But with COVID, it made it so much easier because we were not allowed to have anyone over. And that way we knew she was always safe. And at the hospital, everyone was wearing masks. There was hand sanitizer. So we knew that we were protecting her from any germs that could compromise her immunity.